Hi everyone. Okay, only 24 hours ago I did a video showing you a great range of movies that I picked up on my trip to the UK. But now I'm going to spoil you. I've got more movies to show you. So when I got back from the UK, I wanted to ground myself, go to my usual thrift stores, and I was really surprised at what I was able to find. So a great selection of movies, and then I've also found some more since then as well, so I'll show those in a separate video. But let's get on with it. Here's what I found my first weekend back from my trip to England. First up, we have a Criterion release, and it's this one, Alexander Nevsky, directed by Sergei Eisenstein in 1938. And this was his first sound feature. He had previously directed the classic silent movie Battleship Potemkin. Next, we've got a tough drama here from 1941. This is Manpower, and this stars Edward G. Robinson and George Raft as guys who work for a utility company fixing dangerous power lines, and they both fall in love with the same woman, played by Marlene Dietrich. Next up, we have James Stewart, 1950 movie, Western, Broken Arrow, directed by Delmer Daves. This was nominated for 3 Academy Awards and was noteworthy for being sympathetic to the Native Americans, although those Native Americans are cast by white actors. So we have got Jeff Chandler playing the Apache chief Cochise, and Deborah Paget in this as well. But yeah, James Stewart, classic Western. Next, from 1948, I'm so pleased to find this. This is Miranda, starring the wonderful Glynis Johns. So last year, I did do a tribute video to Glynis Johns when she passed away at the age of 100, and I talked about discovering this movie at that time, and I absolutely adore this film. She plays a mermaid in this who gets discovered by a guy who then tries to bring her back to London and really falls in love with her. It's so charming. I absolutely adore this film. So yeah, really pleased to find it. And as if that wasn't enough, I also was able to find the sequel to Miranda, and that is Mad About Men. So Glynis Johns back again, and also Margaret Rutherford in the cast here. But yeah, hugely enjoyable. Not as good as Miranda, but still a lot of fun. Next, adding to my Fox Film Noir collection. I'm gradually getting there, it's taking time. But yeah, this is from 1954. It is Black Widow, starring Ginger Rogers, Van Heflin, Gene Tierney, and George Raft. Next, really pleased to find this. I haven't seen this since TV in the 80s, but this is from 1978. It is The Cheap Detective, written by the playwright Neil Simon, and a kind of spoof, if you like, of the likes of The Maltese Falcon and Casablanca. But yeah, an all-star cast here that includes Peter Falk and Anne Margaret, Stockard Channing, a whole host of others. So yeah, really pleased to find this, The Cheap Detective. Next, on the Warner Archive label, pleased to find this as well. These are a couple of B-movie film noirs from 1949, Homicide and House Across the Street. And next, from 1940, we've got A Tale of Jealousy and Family Feud that's adapted from a novel by Nathaniel Hawthorne. And this stars Vincent Price, George Sanders and Margaret Lindsay, The House of the Seven Gables. And next, not one but 2 films starring Sophia Loren. Now, I do already have 2 Women on a separate DVD, but yeah, this one also includes Yesterday, Today and Tomorrow, in which she starred alongside Marcello Mastroianni. Next, an Alfred Hitchcock movie that I've never actually seen. This is Carole Lombard and Robert Montgomery in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And then we have Robert Montgomery again, also co-starring with Claude Rains in the classic Here Comes Mr. Jordan, which is adapted from the play Heaven Can Wait, which Warren Beatty also adapted in 1978. Next, a movie I do already have on Laserdisc, but really pleased to find it on DVD, and it is John Frankenheimer's Black Sunday, a really terrific terrorist thriller set at a Super Bowl event, and starring a really deranged performance from Bruce Dern, and then also the great Robert Shaw and Marta Keller in this as well. Really exciting stuff. Next, the movie Face Off, and no, it's not Nicolas Cage and John Travolta. This is instead a Canadian film from 1971, starring Art Hindle and Trudy Young and John Vernon as well. And it's a love story kind of set around ice hockey, and featuring great footage, reportedly, of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So yeah, classic Canadian cinema, this one, Face Off. Next, a Kino Lorber release, and it is from 1960, starring Burt Lancaster and Gene Simmons, Elmer Gantry, about a evangelist who is on the hustle. But yeah, really great performance from Burt Lancaster in this one. Exciting film, Elmer Gantry. Next is another film that I do have on Laserdisc, and it's a special edition, Laserdisc edition box set. But yeah, pleased to have this on DVD as well. It is John Ford's The Quiet Man, starring John Wayne and Maureen O'Hara. Really, really classic stuff, this one. And this is an Olive Films release, and what really caught my eye on this as well is the range of special features that are on this, which aren't on my Laserdisc. And one of those features is actually a tribute to Maureen O'Hara that's by Hayley Mills and Juliet Mills and Ali Sheedy, funnily enough. So yeah, that's quite interesting. And then there's about 3 or 4 other featurettes on here as well, and including a reminiscence of John Ford by Peter Bogdanovich. So yeah, lots of extras on here. Next, let's go back to 1931. Now, this is another movie that I do have on Laserdisc, although my Laserdisc quality is not very good, so definitely pleased to have this 75th anniversary edition here of the 1931 Bela Lugosi version of Dracula. And this really does have terrific extras on it. This is a 2-disc set, and this includes the Spanish version of Dracula, and it also has a soundtrack on here that is done by Philip Glass with the Kronos Quartet as well, so I'll be really interested to listen to that. And in addition, there is also a documentary on Universal Horror that is presented by Kenneth Branagh. So yeah, lots of extras on here. Great edition. And then finally for this video, let's go back to the 1950s. There was a TV series at this time, and actually watch this space because I will come back to it later. But yeah, here we have 2 feature films that spawned from it. The Lone Ranger. So we have The Lone Ranger and The Lone Ranger and the Lost City of Gold. So this stars Clayton Moore as the Lone Ranger and Jay Silverheels as Tonto. Okay, so that is part 1. I do have a part 2 haul to show you, and again, just some really amazing films, which quite a few of them are quite uncommon, so I'll be showing those soon. But let me know your thoughts on the ones I've just shown you. Any there that particularly strike you, so let me know your thoughts and comments. I always like reading those. Thanks very much for watching. Hopefully I will see you again soon. All the best. Bye-bye.